Welcome. My name is Martin, and I'd like to go on a spiritual journey covering different topics such as Eucharistic miracles, readings from the Bible, perhaps reviews on different books that I've read or plays, but would like in this particular instance to be talking about the work of Carlo Acustis, a young guy who's only a teenager in Italy, and would like to cover two miracles that he uncovered. As you may know, Carlo was born in 1991 and died from leukemia in 2006 in Italy. What he did in between those short 15 years was just amazing. He chronicled all of the known Eucharistic miracles over the ages and developed an exhibition for people to view and become familiar with them. That I know of, there are two websites that have a listing of these miracles. One is www.miracolieucharistici.org. The other is www.therealpresence.org. In addition to the exhibit at the website, I believe the latter site also has a publication for sale that also describes the miracles by location. Both sides have the opportunity of selecting multiple language preferences. In a previous discussion, we talked about a miracle that took place in Lanciano, Italy, which is very, very famous. This time I would like to focus in on two miracles that took place in Central and South America. It is interesting that the United Nations has labeled all countries below the United States as being in Central or South America, while historically Mexico has been labeled as in North America. So take your pick. For this discussion, we have one miracle in a small town in Mexico, and the other miracle took place in Venezuela. Tizla, Mexico, is a town with a population of about 20 to 25,000 people. It is in the central part of Mexico, not immediately close to any really large cities such as Mexico City or Acapulco. It is about 120 miles southwest from Mexico City. Importantly, is that a Eucharistic miracle took place in Tizla in 2006. The pastor of St. Martin of Tours Church was distributing Holy Communion alongside another priest who was at the church during a spiritual retreat for the parish. Also in attendance at the altar was a nun. The nun had a pyx, which is a container for a consecrated host. When she opened the pyx, the host began to effuse a reddish substance, and she immediately showed this host to the priest who was there conducting the parish retreat, a Father Raimundo Reina. There was much scientific research conducted during the following years to ascertain that the substance found in the host was real blood. The conclusions were presented in the year 2013 during a symposium held at the local diocese, and the findings were as follows. The reddish substance found in the host that was analyzed corresponds to blood in which there are hemoglobin and DNA of human origin. Two studies conducted by eminent forensic experts with very different methodologies have shown that the blood substance originates from the interior, excluding the possibility that someone placed it from the exterior. The blood type is AB, similar to the host found in Lanciano, Italy, and also in the Shroud of Turin. The substance comes from the muscle in the heart. On account of the scientific results and the conclusions reached by the theological committee, the blood in the host has no natural explanation. Betania, Venezuela, is the subject of our second Eucharistic miracle today. This Eucharistic miracle occurred at the Marian shrine of Finca Betania in Cuba during a midnight mass on December 8, 1991. A Father Ari Osa Acustis, describes the incident. After having consumed one of the pieces of the large host, which I divided into 4 parts, I returned them to the paten, or small plate. A little later, I looked down towards the paten, and I could not believe what I saw. One of the pieces of the host that I divided was showing a red spot, and from it a red substance began to emanate, similar to the manner in which blood escapes from a wound. After Mass, I took the host and preserved it safely in the sacristy of the shrine. The next morning, early, at about 6 a.m., I went to see the host and verified that some blood continued to flow, that a little later began to dry. However, still today, the blood appears as fresh. The blood only flowed from one side of the particle and did not stain the remainder of the Eucharistic species. During the Mass, when the miracle occurred, there were numerous attendees who immediately confirmed that the celebrating priest did not have any wounds from which the blood in the host could have flowed. There were numerous tests for determining the accuracy of the blood, and it was confirmed that it was human blood of type AB, identical to other hosts that also had blood particles. Since then, the host has been the object of veneration by many thousands of pilgrims, not only from Venezuela, but from the whole world. It is possible to go to the convent of the Augustinian nuns in Los Toques to see the miraculous host at any time of the day, all the days of the year. Absolutely fascinating events. Farewell until the next time.